So, smiling friends, grinning buddies, the Smilers has come to an unceremonious end after three, I'd say, pretty good seasons. A lot of us weren't really expecting this. Well, I guess some of us were kind of expecting it. I mean, in the past, Zach and Michael, they've made it clear that they wanted to end the series before they feel like it was getting too stale or it was outwearing its welcome. You know, they didn't want to make another Simpsons or Family Guy or, God forbid, Rick and Morty. So some of us expected it. I just don't think a lot of us were expecting it to be this soon. I mean, they were literally greenlit for seasons 4 and 5, so you know it did seem like it came out of nowhere. A lot of people are kind of coping right now saying, oh, this is some major prank, this is a joke being pulled on all of us. All of us are naive little pawns in the whole grand scheme of this masterclass April Fool's joke. The thing is, this announcement was made over a month out from April 1st. Like, it was made in February, so I don't know. I think that's a bit far-fetched. But hey, you know, if this video ends up not aging well in like the coming months, fuck me, I guess. But I just want to spend this time talking about the series as a whole, not really reviewing it or whatever, or, you know, doing a retrospective. I mean, you can't do a retrospective on a show that came out, like, what was it, like, I think the full season premiered in 2022, and then ended. I mean, it was announced to have ended literally at the time of recording this video this week. So yeah, I'm not going to do a retrospective on that. Rather, I just want to talk about the series because it has made somewhat of an impact on me. Well, I mean, which is pretty obvious if you know me. I'm super white. I'm not even like spicy white. I'm like mostly Anglo-Saxon, so I'm as watered down as you can get. And for some reason, us white boys really like Smiling Friends humor. Anyways, I remember watching Smiling Friends season 1 in my freshman year of college. It would be me, my roommate slash best friend, and this other guy. We would watch it. We would have a grand old time. My parents had an HBO Max account at the time, so I would just leech off of that and watch it on my... Yeah, I think it was my I think I had my PS5 at that time, so yeah, it was my PlayStation 5. It was very, very epic. It was always a good time. And if you've been with this channel for a while, you know that my profile icon, my stand-in guy, because I'm too much of a coward to show my actual face. Hey, if I can make this like a steady income type deal, maybe we'll talk. But until then, I want to protect my identity so that my employers do not fire me and or make fun of me. So anyways, it wasn't always this generic frog icon in a bedroom with a Weezer and Family Guy poster, and you know, where I clearly traced over the first Google image result you would find when you googled frog. It was actually the character Mr. Frog, because for some reason I just felt really attached to his character design. I think it was just because it was so simple and so stupid that it amused me every time I saw him. Doesn't really matter that the character in of itself, he's basically the most deplorable being to exist in the Smiling Friends universe. He actually might be worse than Satan. In terms of characterization, he's probably one of the most evil and deranged characters in recent memory of fiction. But he has such a really stupid design and such a, what's the word, doting voice, that he's just so amusing for me. And yeah, I thought it was fun to have him as my my character icon, my character stand-in for the channel in the early days, you know. And you know, every time there was an animated scene with Monsieur Frog, it was like a gold rush for me, because that just means, oh, I could use this in like some, I could reuse this in some sort of way for my for a video that I'm working on. Yeah, this series was very special to me in the short time that it existed. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. My first year of college, really my entire tenure in university was pretty forgettable. I didn't make any lasting relationships. I really just kind of hung on to the relationships I've had from high school. I don't know. I'm not really that much of an outgoing guy. It helped me get through a year where I was just anxious all the time. I didn't know like what to even do. I didn't even know what I was gonna do. At the moment, I still don't know what I'm gonna do. But I mean, I have a job, so I mean, at least I know I'm making money. Ah man, this video's all over the place, isn't it? The series helped get me through a really weird time in my life. The first season, anyways, and then season 2 came along. I had to I'm pretty sure I had to catch up on that myself, and I thought it was really fun. My friends, for some reason, they thought, season 2 didn't really live up to season's 1 hype. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought it was pretty solid. I think the thing with Smiling Friends is that it's just consistent around the board. You can't really put one season above another. Like, it was like from the jump, it was just consistent, good old American laughs, you know? And, you know, I honestly should have expected season 3 to be the end when we saw the conclusion to Mr. Frog's story. It showed him, you know, conquering everything that could be conquered in the world, and then realizing there's no challenge left for him in life, so he's just miserable. Having a dramatic dialogue scene with his dad, who was played by a live-action Creed Bratton of all people, and you know, just just seeing such a goofy, a goofy character with an old guy who's shirtless and painted green from head to toe have like a serious moment was just fucking hilarious. Also, Creed Bratton put on a really stellar performance. Like, he was really good at playing the entire thing straight while being in like the most bizarre circumstance. And then seeing Mr. Frog understand the meaning of life by eating what was it, the life bug, I think, and then he goat-seed us at the end, and then he turned into a real frog. I feel like that should have been a hint that, oh, we might be coming up on the end here. But, you know, it was a really fun ride. You know, some of my particular favorites, obviously the pilot was just way too good. You have to include the pilot because, like, I'm pretty sure, I think Adult Swim just, like, cold dropped it one day on their various social media channels, and then, you know, everybody was just like, yo, this is actually really good. Yo, you gotta give these guys a series, please. And then, like, what was it? I think roughly a year later, they were greenlit for season 1 of the show. But yeah, you know, the pilot was excellent. And then obviously, you know, the second episode, I really wish I remembered all the episode names. But the second episode where, you know, they have to cheer up the iconic Mr. Frog, you know, that was just amazing because we saw how Mr. Frog just screws up in every possible way to gain public favor back. And the way he does manage to get public favor back is by violently eating the network executive that everybody hates because he makes the dumbest decisions possible and just wastes the network's money by trying to play it too safe. Hey, you know, little funny commentary on the state of entertainment, I guess. What are some other standouts for me? When Charlie died and didn't come back, he was sent to hell. He finds out that Satan has just become a vaping Rust player. Yeah, no, Satan is just fucking wasting time playing Rust and vaping and ordering Uber Eats or whatever. That was pretty silly. And then he got bailed out the last minute by God himself, who was voiced by Gilbert Gottfried, and like, I think that was his last acting role before he passed away. So yeah, that's really funny. And then I also am really fond of the Brazil episode, the Brazil special, despite the fact that nothing even happened in there. But the fact that I feel like me or like my friends or my family members have had these exact conversations whenever we're trying to get shit from a vacation sorted out, and there was like some sort of mistake that was made, and we're like, oh fuck, what do we do now? I I saw that based on the preview and like the entire preview, they were just in the airport the entire time. I was like, oh yeah, they're not gonna leave the airport at all in this episode, are they? And then lo and behold, they didn't. But it was still fantastic. You know, the one with Gwimbly.
Ew, ew, ew.
You know, the video game character, the iconic video game character, Gwimbly, who, you know, he loves his creamed corn. You know, just seeing, I mean, it's literally, like, really dumb gags. It's not even, like, the joke they're making. It's just, you know, stuff with, Gwimbly whenever he gets loud, or I guess, you know, whenever, Zach Hadel gets loud, because obviously it's Zach Hadel's voice. The mic, obviously, the mic obviously peaks in there. And like, I don't know, just like hearing something like that, like a flaw left in the actual television show, is very funny. Like he's like, oh, I swear to God, if I have my Wembley gun on me right now. Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah, I'm just spitballing at this point, I guess. Let's see. Oh yeah, season 3, season trace. Season 3, which I feel like most people would categorize as the season of the boss, since Mr. Boss, you know, the character, he gave us so many different memes to work with. God, I feel like a fucking loser saying meme out loud. But, you know, it was just insane just how much material he provided. And is still providing, even like with the announcement that season 3, yeah, that's the last season. Sorry, Bubba. Yeah, I think the standout episode is the Glep episode, because, you know, it's the one episode that solely focuses on Glep. I don't know, like the flashback scenes. I mean, I would say it's probably the most fast-paced episode. So I mean, it does leave a little bit more to be desired, but for some reason, I just really like the idea of, like, the Founding Fathers, like, drinking at a bonfire. I actually did that with, my boys at New Year's Eve. Just shooting the shit at a bonfire, you know, that's always a great time. Smiling Friends. It was a good show. As bummed as I am that it's ending so soon, I think I'd be better off it ending so soon and being like, man, what could have been, instead of, man, where did things go wrong? You know, shout out Mr. Frog. You know, that character indirectly helped me get my start on YouTube. Well, I guess get started back up on YouTube, because I mean, this channel was active like when I was like roughly like 12 or 13, but it was under a different name. You know, it was under a name that a middle schooler would come up with. And, you know, it was, I don't think a whole lot of authenticity was put into that. That was off topic. Anyways, shout out Michael Cusack and Zach Hadel. I am excited to see what you guys come up with next. Thank you for giving us such a stellar show. Thanks for giving us 2 bonus episodes coming out in, I think they said March in their ending announcement. I don't know. Might have been April. Yeah. Smiling Friends, it was a great show, and because they went out on top, it's probably gonna stay a great show. You know, Rick and Morty may be the Simpsons of Adult Swim, but I feel certain that Smiling Friends is the Arrested Development, minus the Netflix seasons. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you when I see you.
No calls today? That's unusual.
Which one of you boys wants a hot dog?
Oh, hello.
Let's leave these smiling fools to it.
It's not even a real laugh.
You guys don't have a problem watching someone eat, do you?
Not really, no. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
I know right now things seem bleak, but I promise to you that by the end of this beautiful day, you will have a big, gorgeous smile on that handsome face of yours.
Okay, but if you can't help me, I'm gonna f***ing shoot myself and make you 2 watch.
Okay, not sure about that, but yay!
Oh, we were right there, man!
I don't know, it seems like you're agitated or something.
I'm not agitated, Pim. I just don't want to be working on Christmas Eve, and I think that's a pretty reasonable position to have.
Well, if you boys are so interested, why don't you go help him out?
Whoa! Is that blackface, dude?
Get the out, man.
What?
Asshole, I'm just wondering if you have any... Yeah,
asshole? Did you call me an asshole?
Yes, I did, because you're being an asshole.
Bro,
why didn't you help me?
I'm in the middle of something right now.
Don't you work here? I'm just a customer.
Huh? You think that's funny? What the man? You're a sick man. Go to hell, dude.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the job. Everything I just said.
Holy moly! This is gonna be the coolest job ever!
Yeah, you know what, Pim? Usually you and I have, like, opposing views on stuff, but I think we're on the same page on this one, man. I'm genuinely excited. This could be the fifth smiling friend, Jumbo. Pim, Charlie, Alan Glove, Jumbo. In that case, we're absolutely gonna take the snowman to a cold place. Mr. Bus, you're having the time of your life back there.
I don't know. I love my boys.
I love all you guys. I love you all.
This is a great day to be a smiling friend.
This is a fun energy. I like this place.
Goodbye.